We have Team Yellow, ta-da, and Team Red, ta-da. So, I'm not picking.
What if I catch a crappie that's 22 inches long?
Total inches of the biggest 3 crappies and the biggest 3 bluegills.
But what if I catch a 22-inch crappie? That's like, how am I going to know for sure if it's 22?
Then you better be on the red team.
First off, I want to say something to you. So we've never done this on Fish Addictions before. We're having a friendly competition. Names drawn out of the hat. Biggest fish in bluegills and crappies by inches. This is the night before we film. We're picking teams as we're talking to you right now. Will? Yellow team first.
All right, yellow team. First person is...
Addiction. The fact or condition of being addicted to a particular substance, thing, or activity. An addiction is not desirable. It is something that overtakes your life. What happens when an addiction cannot be stopped? An addiction is stronger than any one drug with only one cure. The cure is not rehab. It is not medication. It is not a counselor. The only cure for us is the water beneath our feet, the rod in our hands, the anticipation of that next big bite, and the camaraderie we all share. This is Fish Addictions TV.
Fish Addictions TV is brought to you by Eskimo Ice Fishing Gear and the rest of our fine sponsors.
Oh, look at that, the camera's out.
So the whole tournament thing we got going on today, that's fun. You just get a bunch of buddies out. We're all good friends at Fish Addictions here, and just to get everyone out on the ice, and we're actually making a little competition.
Biggest 3 crappies
Combined.
and biggest 3
Total
bluegills.
inches.
Total inches.
Total inches. Biggest 3.
And 1 day?
Of that. So
So
we're going
we-
2 days.
When do we pick teams?
Each
Because
day.
I would
We're
like-
picking teams right now.
First person is Chris.
Chris is on yellow.
Yellow.
You don't even know who your teammates are yet. You're already
As a staff, we're all pretty competitive by nature, and being able to add in a little tournament style fishing tournament out on the ice with the group was super fun. We got to compete with one another, give each other a hard time, and it's always fun when you're on the team that's ahead.
Friendly competition.
Yeah, friendly.
We might.
Friendly, yeah.
Quit it, Will.
So what's the winning team?
I'll tell you what. If my team wins, we'll get a trophy and we'll engrave it. We'll start something. If yellow wins, we'll figure something out next year. Morning. As you guys saw last night, we chose names. We're going to switch this episode up just a little bit. We have the yellow team, the red team, and the team that both Theo is on both today. Biggest 3 gills, biggest 3 crappies, in inches wins. Theo is floating. We have 9 guys, so all of Theo's crappies go to the red team today. All of his bluegills go to the yellow team. So should be fun. Adds a little bit different twist to what we always do, and little camaraderie and a little bit of fun.
We got Mike, we got Tony, we got Jim, we got myself, we got Theo as our crop guy. I mean, what can go wrong?
Will's on. Well, I kind of jumped the gun a little bit because I've been waiting a while, but we stuck one right away on the first drop. Not a big one, but we're on the board.
Anyway.
We're on the board. Mouth closed. All right, let's get a bigger one.
All right, guys, Team Yellow, we just got set up here. Will, he's our main guide. We're fishing his spot, so really excited for him to be on my team.
You don't want to know about Team Yellow, Team Red.
First one, boys.
Am I measuring them?
Yeah, you're team captain, dude. You got to take the picture with your phone.
All right, I gotta go.
6 1/4.
Oh, there we got him. This one's good. We're sitting in about 16 feet of water. I'm over about 2 feet of standing weeds right now. Jigging a little tungsten with some waxies on it. Right above the weed edge. I guess we're at 8.5. We're sitting at 8 1/4.
The all-new Eskimo pistol bit is the ultimate weapon to pair with your 1/2 inch high-torque cordless drill if you want to be mobile and destroy the ice in a hurry. At just under 4 pounds, nothing will slow you down, as this unit was engineered to cut fast, cut smooth, and maximize the battery life of your cordless drill. Best of all, it's lightweight, so it won't wear you out. If you've been considering a cordless drill auger bit, we challenge you to try the pistol and find something you don't like about it.
Catch Cover makes a full line of hard-nosed products for your fish house. Exceptionally durable. Original catch covers keep out snow, dirt, and road salt. Accessories like rod holders, rattle reels, slush buckets, new Moonglow hole sleeves, and much more. All made in Minnesota and backed by a no-question guarantee. Look for Catch Cover at fine retailers or see the entire product line at catchcover.com.
Manitoba, Canada's heart beats.
You got a picture of that thing yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Here you go for Team Yellow, man. Got a good gill. Ready with that camera?
Ready.
Right at
Just about 9, 8 3/4.
8 7/8. Yeah.
Got it.
There he is. Good in.
Woo! That one my top 8.5.
So we started the morning out a little slow. We've got a high pressure system, like we had a major cold front come through this area. So these fish have been acting funny, but I think they're starting to turn on here because I'm being able to work them up like 3-4 feet out of these weeds. And it's just getting that right color combination, jig stroke, jigging cadence to get them to open their mouth and seal the deal. but we're starting to put the pieces of the puzzle together here, and those red team guys, they better watch out, man.
Oh, wow. It's a better one. Oh, yeah. Good fish right there. Came up and smacked the tungsten. They seem to want black this morning. Don't tell a yellow team, though.
Yeah, that's a good fish. I'm not going to use Will's KFC buffet deal, but Josh is hooked up behind us. It seems like the witching hour is kind of this noon to what, 4 o'clock? Get them back here.
It's still relatively early, so we got good weed growth on the bottom. We've been walking around, checking with the Garmins, looking with the cameras and looking for the green weeds, and these fish are relating to those. And obviously it seems to be working out. You guys have seen the fish that we've been catching, and here's another prime example of these fish that are relating to these weeds. So if you guys install this tactic in your early season ice fishing, it'll help you locate these fish, and you'll be a little bit more successful out on the ice. What a beauty of a fish that is. Look at the colors in that thing. A true giant of a bluegill. These things, you got to make sure that you take care of them and release these ones. These are the fish that protect the nests. When the females are up spawning, they protect the eggs. So it's pivotal to get these guys back into the system. Don't take these ones home to eat. So that's what we're going to do here real quick.
Holy man, it is a little chilly out here. When you got wet hands after dealing with a fish like that, I gotta warm myself up. Stay with us for more Fish Addictions TV.
Before the spot, before the hole, before the bait. It starts with a passion, and that passion starts at Runnings. The best gear and supplies from the most trusted brands. When you get the strike, will you be ready? Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
of Bemidji, Minnesota.
We're out here in the Bemidji area chasing these beautiful panfish. The coloration on these things is tremendous, especially in that sunlight.
Tripped up.
It's not a bad gill at all. Get back down, fire him down. What we're doing here is it's patchy weeds down here. So one hole will just be kind of, foot and a half of weeds. The next hole you'll get those taller weeds. And that's what I'm kind of looking for myself, is to get where I've got 3, 4, 5 feet of weeds and kind of working right above that weed line. And in some cases you can see down in there and you can pull them up through there. That's where all my fish have actually come today. So if I go to a hole and it doesn't have 3, 4 feet of weed growth there, I'm just moving to the next one at this point. We'll kind of learn as we go. But every hole that seems to have those taller weeds has fish in it. Now we've caught a lot of fish in that 8 to 9 inch range, and there are bigger fish in here, but we kind of came to this lake because we knew we were going to catch a bunch of fish and just having a fun competition, and that's what it's all about.
Bring the board.
Got here. We got a little plastic waxy combo going on
Little
there.
plastic wax.
Oh, 11 in a quota.
You've got to see this fish. This is the stuff that Will was telling us about. I can't even get my hand around him. Look at that bluegill, dude.
I'm a floater, so no matter what fish I use is going to be on the winner's team. So technically I'm always going to be a winner today.
We came into this knowing we were going to have a lot of work on our hands, but still 3-4 hours left of daylight, and we plan on staying here till dark. Every time they catch a fish, they think it's a giant, so we're just over here slowly picking away at it. Not catching a lot of fish, but upgrading. We're upgrading consistently.
Oh, you're good. I'll bring the board to you, bud. You keep fishing. Fish line. 6 1/4, William.
No, that is a pie plate right there, folks. You could put a 32-ounce prime rib on that plate. That is a tank. That is the kicker we need right there. That is pushing 10 all day. That is a beauty.
So one neat thing to keep in mind when you're fishing with a large group of guys and you're all running electronics, you're going to run into interference. Your crosstalk from the different signals going down from the various units around you. All of these units are designed to receive a signal and display that signal on your screen. And what that interference is it's crosstalk, if you think about it that way. Anthony's unit over here is kicking out signal. I'm picking it up on my unit. It's not as strong as what's directly below me, but it's still picking up that signal return, and that's giving me interference on my display here, as you can see. Now, one way to get around that is going through and adjusting interference rejection on your units, but if you are able to adjust the cone angle, that cone angle, it's a different frequency. So each angle of your cone angle is a different frequency, a different kilohertz frequency. And by switching that frequency, it's not going to pick up your fishing partners. So if you're fishing in a large group like we are here today, and we're all running sonar units, we've got a lot of signal bouncing around down there. So if we can adjust to different cone angles, different kilohertz frequencies, it helps clean up all of that clutter on our screen and helps us put more fish topside. And in this case, more fish in the red team.
Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store with over 40 locations.
Fishing. Make your own luck.
Good job, buddy. There we go. That's a beautiful bluegill. Team Yellow just keeps dominating. We upgraded all of our fish. We've got all 6 of our fish, 3 bluegills, 3 crappies. We're gonna get a quick measurement on this one, but we're really putting it to Team Red. They're still working on getting their 3 crappies, so good luck, boys. You ain't gonna top this.
We're catching a lot of fish between that 8 and 9 inch range, and there's the capability out here to catch those bigger fish, 9, 10, 11 inch fish. They've come out of here recently, actually, when we were pre-fishing this lake, but we knew we'd catch a lot of fish. You know, one thing you can always do is when you're out there with buddies, like we always are, change it up a little bit. We decided to draw names, have a little friendly competition out here on the ice, and it just adds a new element to everything you're doing. Plus it gives you, it makes you fish a little harder maybe, we want that bragging rights, and that's what we're out here fishing for. And so change it up on the ice, have a little bit of fun. We're always joking with each other, but this way we can heckle another team and we're working together with half the team.
There you go. Nice fish. All right, I'll get them measured and we'll get them back. So what we're doing out here, because the wind is really raw on the fish, we want to try and take as much care of these fish as we can, keep the eyes and the gills from freezing up. So we got a bucket of water here, putting the fish in there until we get the board ready, grab a camera out so these fish aren't exposed for very long. Once we get everything ready, we'll grab these fish out, lay them down on the board, get a quick picture, quick release, keep them out of the air as much as possible, and that just ensures that these fish are going to be here the next time we come back.
So for a couple of years now, I've been following guys on the Fish Addictions crew, and always wanted to meet them and stuff like that. And I really, some of my favorite episodes were them, catching all these big bluegill and big crappie out in Minnesota, and they really gave me a drive to actually want to come out here and do it. So finally last year, I was picked up with Fish Addictions, and I knew that eventually I was going to make my way out to Minnesota to fish for these guys. It's been an absolute blast chasing these big bluegills and big crappie out here.
There we go. Another nice bluegill. Just trying to get out of the wind here. It's pretty cold out today, but we've been utilizing the shacks to kind of get out of the wind, warm up for a little bit, warm up your hands. When it's cold out, you got to take care of yourself, otherwise you're going to be miserable out on the ice. So, setting up a shack, we're still able to be mobile, but we can sneak in here, turn on the heater, warm up for a bit, and get back after it.
So this isn't my first time out chasing bluegills this year. This is my first time with the Fish Addictions crew, and measurability of these fish has been better than average, I could say. Fish ranging from the 9 to 10 inch range. We caught a lot of those today. Chasing these big bluegills, they're finicky fish. They're tough customers. They make you work for it. So it's been a good day.
That's a wrap, guys. That was episode 4. I hope you guys had a blast watching it. I know all of us on the ice, good, clean fun. I'm gonna say the yellow team beat us by a long shot, but that's all right, because all we want to do is put a twist on things and go out there and have a lot of fun. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed everything that we brought to you this week. Remember to check us out on all our social media networks, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Every single week, it's non-stop information, non-stop fun for you guys when we're sharing everything that we're doing across the ice, across the Midwest. Guys, it's been a long day. We're packed up. Obviously, you can see I'm a little winded, but make sure to catch us next week. And don't forget that tomorrow is behind the scenes. That behind the scenes is something new this year. So if you haven't tuned in yet this year, make sure to check out behind the scenes and make sure to check out all the other episodes. Episode 1, 2, and 3 is action-packed. You don't want to miss any of them. We'll see you later.
Spotted cow. If it ain't spotted, it ain't a cow.
My name is Mike Olson. I'm camera shy. And we're gonna win because we're underdogs, really. I mean, the hat drew names, and they've got some stud panfish fishermen, bluegill crappies, and we kind of drew a walleye wild card over here. So we're gonna win because America wants to see the underdog win. That's why it's happening. Will.
Yeah.
What's as good as big bluegills?
KFC buffets, man.
KFC buffet. You will never live.
KFC buffet.